Hi, my name is Scott Sulak, and I'm a retirement strategist, and I'm a Retirement 101 webinar instructor. This educational video is designed to help you better understand retirement planning. It is also suggested that you craft a retirement plan with an advisor that specializes in exactly that, creating long-term plans that take into account your unique needs and timeline, as there is no one-size-fits-all retirement plan. Today we're going to be talking about pensions and how they work. The word pension comes from the Latin word pensionum, which means a payment or an installment. It originally referred to regular payments given in exchange for service. Think Roman soldiers getting paid for years of loyal duty to the empire, because nothing says thank you for fighting the barbarians like a monthly stipend and a goat. Pensions, as we now know them today, trace their roots to military rewards in ancient civilizations, including Rome and China. But the modern concept took shape in the 18th century Europe, especially in Britain, where naval officers were granted lifetime income for long service. The US picked up the idea in the late 1800s, primarily for the Civil War veterans. But it wasn't until the 20th century, until during and after the Great Depression, that pensions exploded in the private sector. The landmark moment when American Express launched their first corporate pension in 1875, but by the 50s, by 1950 or so, pensions were the golden carrot for company loyalty. So what happened to the modern day pension? Once upon a time, retiring meant sailing into the sunset with a steady monthly check for life. No stress, no spreadsheets, no stock market drama. That check was called a pension. And if you had one, you were living the dream. But today, pensions are an endangered species. So what is a pension anyway? A pension is more formally known as a defined benefit plan. It is a retirement income promise. Your employer or the agents of your employer agree to pay you a specific amount every month for life once you retire, usually based on years of service, your average salary, and a magic formula written in HR speak and buried in a 74-page booklet that nobody ever reads. The key takeaway, though, is with a pension, it's guaranteed income. The risk is on the employer, not you. They have to make the money last, no matter how long you live or no matter how long your spouse lives. Compare that to a 401k, where you save, you invest, and you hope that you don't run out of money before you run out of breath. It's called a defined contribution plan, different than a defined benefit plan. And guess who carries the risk there? Spoiler alert, you do. The twist with a 401k and other deferred tax retirement accounts started as a noble promise of lifetime income, and it's gradually morphed into a kind of personal do-it-yourself project for today's workers, and they're expected to build their own retirement funds using 401ks, and good luck. Side note, 401ks didn't even exist until 1978, when the Revenue Act of 1978 was passed. What started as a tax quirk turned into the backbone of retirement savings for millions of Americans. Whether that's brilliant or not, it depends on who you ask. But one thing for sure, those who have pensions with an ironclad promise of lifetime monthly payments for both spouses, people absolutely love having them. Let's talk about how you take your pension money. Pensions will sometimes offer you a lump sum, or you can take a monthly pension amount every single month. The first thing you need to look at before making that decision is how stable is your pension, because if there's a lot of instability in your pension fund, you may want to just take the lump sum to avoid the potential of losing in the long run. That's one of the issues that people have to face when they're looking at starting their pension. If a pension is underfunded, meaning it fails, then you may not get any or may not get all of your money in the long run. If you have a government pension, it's likely to be stable and not risky, so I wouldn't worry about it if you have a government pension. Pensions promise income for life for you and for your spouse. However, if you both die prematurely, there's no way to get the remaining pension balance out and into the hands of your kids or other contingent beneficiaries. So once you both have died, the money is absorbed back into the pension fund, and for that reason, you may want to consider taking the lump sum instead of taking a chance on the pension fund paying you in the long run. This is precisely why people do take that lump sum, so they can leave it to their heirs if they die prematurely. Keep in mind that not all pensions have that option to have a lump sum or monthly payment. Most of them don't. So pensions are good if pensions are solid. You will have guaranteed income for life for you and your spouse if you die prematurely, and it never runs out. What is there to not like? Well, nothing, except most employers don't offer pensions, and in which case, can you create your own pension? The answer is yes, you can create a safe and secure private pension. Here's how a private pension works. You fund it yourself privately with your own funds with an initial deposit, which essentially is a rollover from another account, 401, IRA, an annuity, even cash or a CD, or even the lump sum that you get from your pension. It grows for as long as you want, usually from 1 to 20 years, and eventually when you choose to start, and that's a choice you make, when you choose to start your monthly pension, the payments begin to flow to you and they continue for the duration of your life. There is a spousal benefit that you can choose that will cover your spouse as well in case you die before him or her. Important distinction between public and private pensions. Unlike a public pension, there are funds remaining in your private pension at the end of your life and your spouse's life, and these funds can be directed to your heirs and beneficiaries, such as your children. Private pensions are a hybrid form of a safe and secure annuity, but private pensions boast having a very competitive fixed interest rate with very low expenses, and allows you to take a fixed amount of income from the plan based on how much you deposit and how long it's been left in there to grow. The value of your account can never change downward for any reason. Factors such as market volatility, interest rates, fluctuations, any other factors. You turn it on, and every month there's a guaranteed check. The market drops, your check comes in unchanged. A recession hits, your monthly check comes in unchanged. The stock market crashes, your monthly check comes in unchanged. You get the picture. Your monthly pension comes in every month for the rest of your collective lives, and it never changes. These fixed monthly payments, plus your Social Security and other fixed payments that you might receive in retirement, such as dividends or rental income or from property you own or other guaranteed sources of income, these all are designed to cover your living expenses. This can mean financial freedom if you have nearly everything you need guaranteed every single month. Two other benefits to note about private pensions. One, according to the IRS, you can count monthly payments from your private pension as RMDs, required minimum distributions. So you may be satisfying all that is required of you to avoid the IRS 25% penalty for not taking your proper RMDs. And that's a good thing. Private pensions can be paid to you tax-free if you deposit Roth money into them or if you do a Roth conversion, which we will cover in another video. In conclusion, it's generally accepted that pensions are desirable and most people love having them because of the dependability of ongoing income. Likewise, if you don't have a pension at work, you can create your own private pension with funds you have accumulated in other accounts. Creating dependable, ongoing lifetime income is a great way to gain peace of mind around the subject of retirement income. And it'll help you stay afloat for the duration of your life. We can help you gain significant advantages by helping you understand what is important in the process of successful retirement planning. Click the link below and join us at our next free Retirement 101 educational webinar. It's filled with tips and ideas that can help you successfully navigate retirement, and we hope to see you in our next class.